Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Let's try 200% and grab our pen tool. Now, we haven't drawn circular layers yet or anything that may have rounded corners. So we're going to learn how to do that right now with the pen tool. I want you to start right around here where there's a straight line and just put your first point down. Now, to accomplish the rounded corner, we're going to select somewhere up here right at the tip, and we're going to click it, and without letting go, don't let go, we're going to drag this way. And you can see how it sort of shapes it if you drag it around. So we're just going to drag this up and out, and we're just going to recreate this little shape here, or this little bend at the top left of the U. So that looks about right to me. And if you click another point, it's automatically going to bend it again. We don't want that, so I'm going to hit Control Z really quickly. Before we draw the next point, if you hover over the point that we just dropped and hold Option, you're going to see this little arrow or caret. I want you to hold Option and click this. And there, now we're going to be able to create a new line that will bend the same way the first one did. So it's just going to have a slight little bend. And let's do it right here at the top where the bend ends. And I'm going to do it right about there. That looks perfect. Option and click. And then we're going to just drag this straight down. We know it's a straight line, so we can use the Shift button, hold Shift, and draw this down. Now, I don't want to go all the way around and mark a point here, so we're just going to go halfway right here. And let's do the same thing we've been doing. Click down, drag this over to create this U. And there we go. That's about right. And I'm going to use the Option button and click that off. And then I'm going to hold Shift and click straight down. So this is a little shortcut I like to use. We are only going to do half of this because we're just going to duplicate it and reverse the sides. So let's go down, cut this off, and then come back up around this way using the same pen tool and the same dragging method we've been using. And let's do this. Okay, that looks about right. Hold Option, and we need to drag it around just a little bit more. Use Option, and then finally let's just connect these two layers, or connect these 2 points to finish it off. Alright, and let's create a new layer. So go up to Layer, New Layer, and we're going to call this Left U. Now with your pen tool inside the selection you just made, we're going to right click and create Make Selection. Okay, and let's grab our paint bucket tool and let's fill this, make sure the foreground selected to white, and let's just go ahead and fill this. And we could use the U that we uploaded and just change the color, but you'll notice that it's very distorted because we blew it up to such a big proportion. I want to recreate it not only for repetition and practice, but also so this is a lot clearer. Now instead of doing that exact same thing for the right side, let's just duplicate the layer, the left U we just made. So I'm going to deselect, Control D, and I'm going to select Control or Command J to duplicate, and let's call this right U. Okay, now it's currently the exact same as the left U, and it's currently under it, so we can't see it. But if we grab our Move tool, and it's going to select this entire layer, I want you to come here to the center and grab this left little square that's going to allow us to drag this. And I want to drag this while holding Shift to the right. And you can sort of feel out how far this needs to go, but we don't want to guess and try to figure out if it's the right way. If you notice at the top of the screen while you're dragging, you can see there's the width and the height and the X and the Y coordinates. Well, we can just drag this anywhere, and I can drag it out even this far. And we can come up here to width, and I'm just going to change this to -100%, and that's going to apply the same exact size as the left side. So let's grab our Move tool, let's apply this transformation, and while holding Shift, let's just drag this back to the center until these two touch, and that's perfect. Now the last thing we'll notice is that the right side of the top of the U is pointing up and to the right, not up and to the left. Well, we can apply the same principle that we just learned to accomplish that. And I'm going to grab my rectangular marquee tool, and with the right U selected, let's just grab this top section and come down anywhere, to right around here. And I'm going to right click this. Oh, I apologize. I'm going to drag this again. And let's right click and select layer via copy. Now that's going to create an extra, well, let's hide the right side, and you can see that just created this white space right here. Well, we can do the same exact thing that we did before. Let's grab our move tool and let's drag this left side over to the right, and let's change it to -100%. There, now it's reversed, and we can drag this. Let's apply the transformation. We can drag this back to the left, and we can reopen up our right U, and let's hide this bottom U logo layer. Now the last thing we'll notice is, well, now it has a point to the left and a point to the right. Well, that's simple. Let's just grab our rectangular marquee tool, grab our right U, make sure this layer is selected, not the layer one that we just created, and let's rename this right point. So make sure your right U is selected, and we're just going to drag down right here where it straightens off and select delete. And that just deleted that content. Now let's Control D, and I'm going to zoom in really quickly and make sure that this is, oops, let's zoom into around 400% and just make sure that this is perfect. You see these edges right here, it's not quite lined up. So I'm going to grab my right point, I'm going to grab my move tool, and I'm just going to shift it over a little bit until it's perfect. There we go. So we've recreated the U. All we need to do is change the background color and to remove these guides and go ahead and save it and upload it.